guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to take you through roughly a 20-minute full body stretch from head to toe. Great to do daily or as a cool down after a workout, or just when you're feeling a bit stiff and you need to stretch things out to feel a bit more loose and flexible. All you'll need for this routine is an optional yoga mat or exercise mat and a bit of space, enough to potentially lie down. So make sure you grab those things and let's begin. Right, first cool down move we're doing is neck circles. So shoulders up towards the ears and back down the shoulder blades, so you've got a nice space between the shoulders and the ears, chin to chest, pelvis tucks forward. We draw circles with the nose in one direction, looking up, to the side, down, and repeat. Don't forget to take deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth, releasing that heat that you've built up. Then reverse the circle in the other direction. Once more. Well done. Back to center. Now we're going to do shoulder rolls forward. So bring the shoulders back, up to the ears, forward and down. Rolling through. Keeping your chin to chest so you're not looking up to the ceiling. Keep a nice straight spine. Keep a little bend in the knees. Keeping up with those deep breaths. Once more. And then reverse. So you're going forward, up, back and down. Oh, a little massage for the upper back and the shoulders. You can really feel it. A few more times. 1, 2, last one, 3. Ooh. Then bring your left arm across your chest. Make sure the shoulder hasn't come up towards the ear. It's away. Hug it in with the right forearm or the right hand. Make sure you keep reaching through those left fingertips. And then once you've got this, bring your right ear towards your right shoulder. Again, making sure our head's not going back. Our chin is tucked towards our chest. So you've got a side neck stretch and a shoulder stretch here. Take some deep breaths. One more breath in, and slowly release as you exhale. Then bring the right arm across, keep the shoulder away from the ear, hug it in with the left forearm, keep reaching for those right fingertips. Once you've got that, bring your left ear towards your left shoulder, so add a neck stretch, chin reaches towards the chest, deep breaths. Inhale, really feel your lungs expand, and exhale, almost side out. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Then interlace your fingers, palms facing you, thumbs up. Feet about hip width apart. We're going to do an upper back stretch. So your elbows can stay wide, like you're hugging a big beach ball. Knuckles reach forward while the elbows are wide. Your shoulders can round forward here. You're almost arching the upper back, pulling the abs in, chin to chest, and send your breath to the upper back. Feeling it expand as you inhale and release as you exhale. Reaching through those knuckles, elbows wide. One more inhale. Exhale, slowly release the hands. Roll the chin up. Then interlace your hands behind your back. elbows wide, so you can bring palms together if you like, but I like the elbows square, the wrist square. Feet hip width apart, round your shoulders forward, up, back. Can keep a bend in the elbows and then knuckles reach down. Make sure your lower back doesn't arch back here. Tilt the pelvis forward, pull the abs in, and your chest is reaching up and your head's not going back. Your chin is reaching down towards the chest. As the chest reaches up, keep reaching those knuckles down, chest and shoulder stretch here. Deep breaths. Another inhale and exhale. Slowly release. Take a few side steps and arm swings here, alternating which arms on top. Oh. Now we're doing a tricep stretch, so bring your left hand between your shoulder blades. Right hand grabs left elbow, pulling it back and slightly in. Make sure your shoulders aren't crunching up towards your ears. Still make sure they're away from the ears. And you may find some light pressure on your head, but make sure there's not too much. And again, you're not suddenly curving that lower back. Look down if your ribs are sticking out. You want to tilt the pelvis forward, pull the abs in. Stretching the back of your upper arm here. Few breaths. Chin to chest. One more inhale. And exhale. Ooh, reach out. Then the other side, right hand between the shoulder blades. Left hand grabs right elbow, shoulders away from the ears, chin to chest. Pull the arm in and slightly back. Deep breaths. Man, my upper body is stiff. Feels good though. In a painful sort of way. One more inhale. Exhale. Reach. Oh, well done. Maybe a few more just arm swings. Well done. We're going to do the forearm now. So, especially if you do a lot of desk work, bring your left hand out, palm facing down. Make sure your shoulder hasn't come forward. It's back in, so it's not, it's in line. And first, you're going to flex your fingers up. Bring your right hand across those fingers, pulling them back slightly and pushing through the palm of the wrist. Chin to chest, shoulders plugged in, and it's that shoulder height. Inhale, exhale, release, then dial that hand down, still keeping the shoulder in. Right, really feeling it in the forearm here. Right hand comes to left fingers, pulling them down. Palm reaches forward. Again, chin to chest, pull that shoulder into socket. Release, give it a little shake. And the other side. Right hand comes out, plug the shoulder in. Shoulder height, fingers up, left hand grabs right fingers, pulling them back slightly. Shoulders away from the ears and reach through that right palm. Release slowly. Dial the fingers down, make sure the shoulder's still in, so it's not coming out of socket. And bring the fingers back. Pushing through that palm, stretching the forearm, and make sure shoulders in, chin to chest. Release. Give it a little shake there. Right, we're going to do a hip flexor stretch. So step the left foot forward, right foot back, heel up, so adjust the stance as needed. Bring your hands to your hips and make sure that they're in line, so I can feel mine are diagonal. So I'm bending slightly in the left leg anyway. I bring the left hip back, right hip forward, a straight line. Make sure they're hip width apart, just different, one's forward, one's back. Tilt the pelvis forward slightly, and then sink down into that left leg. Make sure the knees don't go over the toes. Shoulders away from the ears, and you should feel a nice hip flexor stretch on the right side. Once you've got this, you've got an optional side body stretch where you're bringing your left hand to the left thigh, reach the right arm up and over, chin to chest. You can look forward, shoulders away from the ears as you reach to the side. And come back up. Take a slight bend in the right leg. Come up and repeat on the other side. Left foot back. Heel up. Hips are square. Tilt the pelvis forward. Bend into that right leg. Knees don't go over toes. Feeling a hip flexor stretch on the left side. And then when you're ready, you can bring your right hand to your right thigh. Left hand up. Shoulders away from the ears. Chin to chest. And reach, reach over to the right side. Nearly there. Come back up. Bend the left leg, come up. I'm going to do a quad stretch, so feel free to come towards a wall or get a chair for balance. Bring your left heel towards your glute. Make sure your knee's not out here or your hips are really diagonal. Again, you want a straight line. It's not too far out here. If they're really stiff, it might be a little forward of the other knee, but you want it in line with the other knee. And instead of worrying too much about bringing the heel towards the glute, really think about tilting that pelvis forward, pushing it forward to feel the stretch in that quad and maybe even the hip flexor a bit. You can tell as the sun's changed, the lighting must have gone really weird. Right, deep breaths. One more breath in and out. It's going to end up being a long cool down just because I'm enjoying these stretches. Right ankle, heel, whatever it's called, towards the right glute. Knee drives down, hips in line, tilt that pelvis forward. Really feel the stretch in that right quad. Four more stretches and you're done. One more inhale. Exhale. Ooh. Give a little shake. Then feet hip width apart. Give yourself a bit of room here to go back. You can bring your fingertips to the front of your hips so that as you take a little bend, you're pushing your hips back. Slight bend as you fold over the thighs, keeping that bend. Take an even deeper bend if you need to, if you want to get your fingertips to the ground. Don't worry about this, it's different anatomy too. Just make sure your weights in your heels and your hips are reaching up and back to feel it in the hamstrings. It doesn't even matter actually if your fingertips are on the ground because you're going to grab your opposite elbow, completely release your upper body, and then sway side to side as an option, just to release the lower back a bit. Remember, take as deep a bend as you need to in the legs. It's going to be different for everyone. Deep breaths. Release. Now do take deeper bend, enough so that your fingertips are at least on the ground. And we're going to pedal the feet out a bit, so lift the left heel up, really ground through the right heel, feeling it in your calf a bit, bottom part of your legs. Inhale, exhale down, lift the right heel, ground through the left. Inhale, exhale, and again, a few more times. Pedaling the feet out. Do it at your own pace. and then take a deeper bend and slowly come to a seated position. You want to bring your heels together here. We're going to do an inner thigh stretch. So feet are together like this. There can be a little bit of a gap between groin area. Now make sure you're sat on top of your sit bones here, so you can see I've got a bit of a curve in my back now. You can either lift up, stick your butt back, so that you've got a tall spine, a straight spine, or you can go really old school, just grab the fleshy parts of your butt, pull it back, hey, and then step a little taller. Grab your ankles, and make sure you're sitting up nice and tall here, so chin to chest. Roll your shoulders up to your ears and back down, and then just put a bit of weight in the thighs, seeing how far they can drop to the ground. Keeping a nice straight back. Don't force this move, just a little bit of a stretch. And then if you're not really feeling this, you can bring it a bit closer in, maybe interlace your fingers over the toes. Keep that straight spine, and then, yeah, I'm feeling it more here. If you weren't feeling it in the previous modification, try this. Feet, heels a bit closer towards your groin, and interlace your fingers over your toes as you press those thighs down to the ground. 2 more exercises left. Inhale, exhale. Bring the thighs together and come to lie down on your mat on the ground. You can dig into your elbows to walk your shoulder blades down a bit, giving them space, ears and the shoulders, chin to chest. Don't worry if this gets you a double chin, that's normal. So feet hip width apart, bring your right ankle over your left knee, flex the toes in both feet, bring the left thigh up, interlace your hands behind the thigh, and your elbow can rest and push into that right thigh, opening up the hips a bit. You can hug it in closer if you like. Play with the position of the left shin. And if you push into that right thigh, you might feel it a bit more in the glute. And then I'm going to do some foot rolls, rotations, with keeping the toes flexed with the right foot one way and the other way. Hug it in a bit more. Inhale, exhale. Bring that left foot to the ground, and then repeat on the other side. Left ankle comes to right knee, so not on the knee, just underneath. Flex both toes, bring the right leg up, interlace behind the thigh, and then see I'm pushing my left elbow into that left thigh, hugging it in. Or shoulders away from the ears, chin to chest, and then I'm going to take, keeping the flexion in my left toes, I'm going to just take some foot rotations in one direction and the other. Do this as many times as you need to, and then keep it still, hug that thigh a little closer towards your chest. Inhale, exhale, both feet to the ground now. Then extend your legs, tilt the pelvis forward, extend your arms, bring them into fists as you reach with the shoulders away, but reach the toes away, your fists away from one another, lengthening the whole body. Your rib cage may come off a bit here, that's fine. Inhale and exhale, relax. Twice more like that. Inhale, reach, reach, reach. Exhale. Last time. Inhale and exhale. You can roll up now, or optional, bring your palms up towards your side. Toes roll out to the side too, chin to chest. And you can stay here for some deep breaths if you like, just a bit of time to relax. as you've now finished this cool down. Well done, guys. You've completed this full body stretch and cool down. Make sure you drink lots of water afterwards and give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, turn on the notifications as I will continue doing weekly videos. So if you have any requests, make sure you leave them down in the comments below, and I'll see you again soon for another workout. Bye for now.